that seller? Is it a repop? Because sometimes in the photos they post, they're not shining a black light on it. It could just be a regular, because they reprint this poster, but when they reprinted it, what do you think they did? They reprinted it in the 90s or the early 2000s, but what do you think was different with it?
New color process?
No, well, it wasn't a black light, but it's a different dimension. It's a little bit smaller. So just like if you collect movie posters or lobby posters for like Star Wars movies and stuff like that, the dimensions of those posters are a huge indicator on if that's an authentic first run issue or if that was a reprint later on and those types of things. So one of the things I've sent him is, because I know that they reprinted these, is like, what's the dimensions of it? He sent me back the exact dimensions. I knew that the original 1971 was, so I felt very confident to bid on this item. And I was ecstatic when I won. It's one of my, it's just, you know, kid from the 70s, black light posters, Doctor Strange, Ditko, you know, it's just crazy. So you got to be careful with those auction sites. Anybody use Heritage Auction? Heritage Auction, if you've never seen them, they're a huge auction house. Has everybody heard of Christie's? Think of Heritage as being an American Christie's. They sell everything from movie posters to comic books to meteorites and fossils and everything else, and usually all the high-end stuff. So if you're looking for some of those more expensive books or original art or page comic art, check out Heritage Auction sites. But like any auction site, what do they charge? They're called buyer and seller premiums. So on eBay, when you pay $10.99 for an item on eBay, how much do you pay that seller? $10.99, because the seller's already paid his 50 cents to advertise it or whatever. On Heritage, they're going to nail you for like 20%, 15 to 25% buyer's premium. But what's nice is that you're bidding against people that are in the field, other people who know about those items. So a lot of times, you're not overpaying for it. Because you might be seeing that item that's always on eBay for, you know, $5,000. And you're like, man, that's just way too expensive. He's just holding that item out there to see if anybody's going to bite on it. Go to a regular auction house like Heritage, and you might get it for $1,000 or a couple $100, but you have to keep in mind you're going to be paying that buyer's premium or that extra premium on top of it. So, buyer beware. Ask questions. Any of those things. The hard part is what happens if there's only an hour left in that auction? Is the seller going to be able to have time to answer your question? Probably not, so you might have to make a judgment call. If it's 3 days and I send him an email and he never responds, what do you think I'm going to do? Pass, because it's fishy. Again, these items will come up for sale later on down the line. Pass on it if something looks weird. So that concert handbill that I had out a minute ago, this is the original one that's in my collection, and I've actually got a forensic microscope that I can go down and see all the fibers that are inside the paper and show that it is, you know, period paper and stuff like that. On Amazon, I saw one of these advertised for 15 bucks framed. I'm like, that doesn't sound right, but you know what? For 15 bucks, hey, I'll buy one anyway. And what I got was this. Are these the two same items? No, what is this? Yeah, it's just a reprint. It's just they scanned in the actual original concert handbill, and they just printed it out and they framed it. For 15 bucks, I still like it. I still like desk at home in my library. I still like it, no problem. Like I said, 15 bucks is no big deal. But don't think that this is what you're bidding on or this is what you're buying. That's why you have to ask those questions with the sellers. And if something doesn't feel right, especially on those higher dollar items, pass. Wait for it to come up again. The other thing is this, if you ever go out to eBay and you look up this particular thing, because I use eBay a lot, there's a lot of good deals you can get on eBay as long as you're cautious. But one guy is constantly asking $1,500 for this. I did not pay anywhere near $1,500 for this thing. What he did is he researched this and saw that the poster that was in the concert hall, which is much, much rarer, sold at auction. And I've only seen it ever go up 2 times for auction, and I didn't see it was actually sold at bought it for $1,500. So he is pricing his handbill off the poster price that was sold at auction. So again, something that the research will bring out and say, hey, no, he's talking about the whole wrong thing. I didn't want to get into an argument with him or anything else. I'm like, yeah, I'll pass. And 4 months later, I picked this up for 50 bucks. Boom, good to go. So.